Hi everyone, my name's Fonda, and I just started this new YouTube channel called Cute Crazy Nails by Fonda. And I hope you enjoy my video. I like to do my own nail art, and I've had a lot of people ask me how to do this design. So I'm going to start with this artificial nail, and the first thing that I did for this nail here was do an ombre. I started with this deep blue gel polish. And I just put a little bit down here. And then all I did was wet the brush with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. It thins out the polish so it spreads well. Start at the cuticle and work your way forward. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to add just a tad bit more to get the color a little deeper before I cure it. Because I don't want a whole lot on there. So I can blend it nicely with the other. The second color I'm using a gray. And it just looks so nice together. I really think it looks great. And I just do this way. I'm not a professional nail tech. I just like to do nail art, and I do it on myself as well as my friends. And I just drag the brush lightly over the nail like that, like so. Cleaning the brush in the rubbing alcohol. And wiping it on my paper towel. And then I put this in the lamp before I put another color on for 60 seconds. And to let you know, while this is curing, this is a polygel, and I did a glitter encapsulated, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well on an artificial nail, which is actually possible because some people, I just don't know if it's harder for me to do my own nails in front of a camera without having an issue of some sort. So I decided to use artificial nails to show everyone how I accomplished this nail design. And, excuse me. So I will, after I'm done showing you the ombre, how to do that, I'm going to show you how to do a polygel on this artificial nail. So now for the second color, which is a gray. Pretty color. I like it. And I set mine right along the edge of the blue. And once again, I go in and take my brush. And I just drag it across the nail. Everybody has different ways of doing an ombre, and I found that this worked well for me. Just drag it up some. Don't go too close to the nail tip, because that's where the white's gonna go. And so I do this like so, cleaning the brush in the rubbing alcohol. Or if you buy a polygel kit, it will come with slip solution, but rubbing alcohol is the same thing. So I go for the cheaper idea there, buying a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and it lasts me a lot longer. And we'll put that in for 60 seconds. And make sure when you do polygel that the first thing you do on your natural nail is to clean it well with rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. And then you want to apply, I'm so sorry, you have to apply the base coat so that the polygel adheres. So that's, and it's very simple, and it's the easiest way to accomplish a nice set of nails without dealing with the hard acrylics, which I've used, but I prefer this. It's simpler if you're doing your nails at home. It's simpler in a lot of ways. Compared, you don't have to do as much filing. You don't have to do so many different things. So now I'm going in for the white to put on the tip here. And I'm going to start up here because I'm going to work my way down, back across the nail to accomplish this pretty ombre. And this is all I did. Very simple nail art design to me. And this is all you need to do. Now, if you have white, and as you put the white on, then I added, while I was doing my nails, I would put a tad bit of this gray to blend it in even better. And just do light strokes across this nail, like so. And if you find you're getting a little too much, you're using gel polish. If you're using gel polishes, it's very easy to wipe off a mistake, which you can't do so easily with regular nail polish. I love working with the gels. So this is all I'm doing to accomplish this pretty ombre. And then I'm going to add a little more white to the tip to give it that nice bright white color at the end. And don't forget to cap your nail. And just blend this in over here a little bit. And it's ready to cure. I'll put this in for another 60 seconds. And then that nail will be pretty much done, except for I bought these in, I think, off of eBay, but you can get that stuff from Amazon.com. You can get it from Walmart.com. And it's just these really pretty water decals. You cut out the one you want, and then you just soak it in a little bit of water, which I put here to do this, because this is the flower I'll be using. And make sure you have a pair of tweezers. And we will start soaking this now because the nail's almost completely cured. Leave the shiny coat on. After it comes out of the lamp, I'm going to put a top coat on it. Before curing it, I will add this flour. So I'm just going to let that soak a little bit. Get the nail. And then I'm going to get the top coat here. Put a nice thin layer of gel polish. I had to teach myself this stuff by watching YouTube channels. And so you put that on, and like I said, before you cure it, before you cure it, you take this little water decal. Let me get it out of here. And you don't want to let them soak too long. Dab it off on a paper towel to get the water off. And I saw someone who just slides it with their finger to get it off the paper. Throw your paper away. And then dab the water off your water decal, your flower, and place it like so. Just lays down just like that. And then put this in the lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. And I'm done with the tweezers and this water for the moment. Now I'm going to show you, after this is done curing, how to do polygel. First, I took an artificial nail here and buffed it. This is what you would do with your natural nail. And then you take rubbing alcohol, wipe it off well, get the dust off your fingers. Then you want to put a primer on your natural nail. Then a base coat of gel polish and cure it before you apply the polygel to it. Otherwise it will not stick, it will not stay on. This is a step you cannot forget by putting on, like I said, buff the nail, wipe it off with rubbing alcohol with a paper towel, and put a primer on your natural nail. Then you put a gel base coat on and cure that, which is what I'm going to do. But here's the end result of the nail I just did. I hope you can see it well, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. Now, before moving on to the next step, you do want to put another clear coat on here, which I'll do now. And then I'll show you how to put the polygel in the form. And then I'll show you how to apply it to this natural, or this artificial nail. And I'll give you some steps to follow. You don't want it, when you put the form with the polygel on the nail, this is all you need to do. I don't have polygel in it now, but you will want to take it at your cuticle, push it back down, and then press it down slightly so that it meets the sides of your finger, where your cuticle goes around. That way, and then as you're doing that, you take the brush and clean up around the edges, and then once it's cured, you can take a file and buff it, and you just have to lightly buff it. You won't have to shape it. You can just shape around the edges and buff the nail surface slightly so that the gel top coat will adhere to the polygel and stay well. But again, here's this beautiful nail design. I love it. Please subscribe and give me a like, comment, ask me questions. I truly appreciate hearing from everyone. But then I'm going to pop this nail off and just set this over to the side. This one has already been buffed. And I'm just going to stick that right on there and put this here. And the first thing you're going to want to do, like I said, is take the gel base coat to it. Apply that on there in a thin layer. Make sure your layers of gel polish are thin, because the thicker they are, the thicker they're going to make your nail look. Okay, and then I'll pop this into the lamp for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to take, this is my brush. It comes with the brush end and for the polygel and a spatula. So you can scoop off the polygel. Now, instead of scooping the polygel off with the spatula, which ends up being sticky and a little messy sometimes, I just take the polygel and apply it right in the form, like so. But what I'm going to show you to do with this is I bought this glitter that I used on these. And it's a nail polish with a nail pen at the end. I got it at the Dollar Tree. So you can save a lot of money on nail art supplies by going to like the Dollar Tree or the Family Dollar, Dollar General. Even going to Walmart, you can do this. So I'm going to set this nail aside. And I'm going to take this form with the polygel in it, and I'm going to show you how I put the glitter and encapsulated it in this polygel. I think this is pretty cool. I watched many women doing this, and it's not hard at all. You want an ample amount, and then you take your brush, dip it in rubbing alcohol, dab off the excess, and press it into the polygel. A little messy, so you want something underneath to catch it, catch the glitter, and that way you can have an easier cleanup. As you need to dip your brush in the rubbing alcohol so that the polygel doesn't stick to your brush. And I just keep moving it around and pressing so it gets in there. Because I tried doing it by applying a base coat of gel polish and putting the glitter on. It's pretty, but it doesn't last as long. This makes it thick and deep into the polygel, so it stays on instead of rubbing off, and as you're doing your work or whatever, cleaning and such, you're not messing your nail up horribly. Just keep working with it. And make sure you keep your polygel in the form, because otherwise you're going to get it stuck to your finger and have a mess. Okay, so now I'm just going to press and shape this into the nail with the glitter. And once I've gotten that done well, I'll flip it over and show you what it looks like on the other side of this form. You just do this like this. Very easy to work with. Much easier than acrylic. I'm not very good at acrylic. I am not a professional nail tech. I just love doing art. I like to do all kinds of art. I paint ceramics and such. But nails are something that I just really, really enjoy doing. So I do this more than I do painting any ceramics and such. But it's just the artistic side of all of us that are now into nails, very interested in doing them, and anybody who works on their own nails, this is a passion for you. This is something you love to do, and it's something I've loved to do since I was young. I started trying to use acrylic when I was 16 years old. So I'm much older and married now, and I have grown children for that matter, and I'm a grandmother. I'm 52 and I love my age. I can tell you that I've learned a lot through life. I'm almost done getting this the way I want it. Then, before you place this on the nail, you're going to want to, I'm just finishing shaping up down here. And when you come up to the top of the form, you can take the end of your brush and straighten it out so you have a square nail. You can create a coffin shape or almond or even stiletto if you'd like. I like squares, so I'm going with this square here. And now that I've completed that, I'll show you the other side. And this is what it looks like right here inside of the form. Like that. Now I'm going to take this nail that has the gel coat, or base coat on it, and I'm going to take this. Now, if this were your natural nail, what you would do is place it close to the cuticle and press it down like that to slide back against it so it's not, all the polygel doesn't come out the back end. Now, since this is not your natural nail, and even so, with polygel, if you have too much at the end, it's gonna come out around the form. You need to clean that up or it's gonna cure it, and you're gonna have to file yourself to death trying to get it right. So now I have it on, and I'm going to take my brush and clean up around the edges with it. Make sure your form comes along the edges of your nail here. And don't, like I said, you clean up the polygel around the edge. I have a bit here. And let me just get this on there. And like I said, you're going to have excess, so just wipe it off. Wipe it on your brush. Now, I did a very thin coat of polygel because this is not for my own nails or our friends. I'm going to place this in a lamp. I'll cure this for 120 seconds twice to make sure that it is cured completely. Now, when you do your own nails, you want to cure it at least in a UV lamp with 120 seconds on it at least 3 to 4 times to make sure your polygel isn't too thick, or it might not cure all the way through and your nail will be weak because of the polygel that is not cured. And what else can I tell you about the polygel? Again, you don't want to take a form and come down and press on there and have a bunch come out, because it's going to weaken your nail straight across here, across your apex. You need that apex to make sure your nail is firm, solid, and it's not going to break so easily. These I've had on for a while, I don't even know now, and they've lasted me. I don't have a problem with polygel nails at all. But I do enjoy doing them very much. My husband actually gets a little irritated with me because I'll spend a lot of time doing it because I get so wrapped up in it. I just love it so much. And I love the process of doing nails. So he'll get a little irritated with me and say I'm not spending enough time with him. So I have to make sure I spend enough time with my dear husband. I love him to death. And just set the products aside you're done working with. Get them out of your way. Keep your station clean and stuff. I'm going to cure this again for 120 seconds. But the neater you have it, the easier it is to get the things you need from one step to the next. I remember when I was young, the only reason why I'm telling you about that part is because I used to be a big old mess with it. But, so I'm going to put these polishes, put the lids back on because I don't need the color ones anymore. if you get polygel on your skin, it is very tacky. So what you can do is, I'm just going to take this paper towel and fold it over. And I'll take my rubbing alcohol that I have in my pump dispenser here. And just wipe your hands. It'll come right off, except for the glitter, of course. The glitter wants to stick after you've done this. So, what I do is, after I'm completely done with my nails, and I've gotten the sticky off my hands from the polygel and stuff to continue working, once I'm completely done, I'll just wash my hands and all the glitter will come off very easily, fortunately. Like I said, I like using the polygel, or the gel polishes, much better than regular polishes, because once you get a regular polish on your nail, you're going to end up, it's going to start drying, and you can't work with it anymore. You're going to make a big mess. With gel polishes, if you make a mess, take a paper towel and you can wipe the whole nail off, start it all over again, and it's not even a big major deal. Now I'm going to pop this off of here. One step I didn't tell you to do is that when you're doing the form, you want to go underneath and smooth that out for your natural nail. But they have nail clips to hold the poly gel to your finger. They're clear. I have ordered some and I'm still waiting for them. So once I get them, I'll be able to show you how nicely they work. Actually, I don't want to put that on there quite yet. Now I'm going to file it straight. Just all you got to do is just get it, shape it the way you want it. And do the sides. You can buff the top. Like I said, you'll want to buff the top so that you can, the top coat of gel polish will adhere to it nicely, and it's less likely to peel or chip off. Start peeling back, it's just a mess, and it looks terrible when it starts doing it that. So you'll want to shape around your cuticle if you have a little extra that you weren't able to get off. And I'm going to buff the surface. This is a 240 grit on one side and a 320 grit. Yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.